Good morning, friends. Cowboy Joe Boo here with the Joe Boo Report. As always, thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting on the Joe Boo Report. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on the picture of me, Sean Lee, the Dallas Cowboys pick for NFL Man of the Year. Man, I gotta tell you, sometimes I say stuff and then a day or two later, it seems like the talking heads are saying exactly what I said. Now here it is, Ian Rapoport is now using mojo. That's right, he's saying the Dallas Cowboys have mojo. Yeah, well buddy, guess what? I'm the one that started that. Jeez, these idiots on TV, I tell you. Let's roll the tape as we talk about the New York Giants versus the Dallas Cowboys.
The Eagles are in last place right now, looking up at everybody else above 500. Big games in the NFC East. Certainly tonight's night game.
There comes a time, when a man's got to do what a man's got to do. You disrespect the man, you stand up for your brother.
Aikman straight drop, throws right, Urban at the flag, touchdown, Michael Urban.
After 3.5 hours, I'm kicking that ass. Right to the end.
Seymour stepped right in front of Michael Urban. And a little ceremony by Everett Smith, touchdown Cowboys.
We can't leave off the field without a win.
A tremendous win for the Giants. For the Cowboys are one and done in the playoffs.
Wow, what a catch by the rookie.
Ridiculous.
Let's go.
Bobble the snap, picks it back up, looks, throws to the end zone, touchdown Witt. Throws it out right, caught, get out of bounds. They're not going to get the playoff, ball game over.
Kim Jones in MetLife. Kim, take it away.
And Rich, what a great history between these teams. We might have another great one tonight. When you look back at week one, it's almost hard to believe the Giants held Ezekiel Elliott to 51 yards rushing and a touchdown. Elliott says he was average back then and much more comfortable now. It seems that way. He leads the NFL in rushing yards. As to counter that, the Giants are happy they have Snacks Harrison. Since signing him in free agency, the Giants have gone from 24th in the league in rush defense last year to 5th this year. Snacks says he was born to be a run stopper. The Giants need every bit of that from Snacks Harrison and his teammates tonight against Zeke and the Cowboys. Now for a tale of the tape for Cowboys and Giants, let's send it back to Kurt Warner.
All right, thanks a lot, Kim. I'm going to advantage Cowboys here. Now, you can just look at the stats between Eli and Dak, and it might be obvious Dak playing better across the board. But for me, you got to look in the trenches and the help that they're getting up front. Dallas Cowboys offensive line, better than anybody in the league. No JPP for the Giants defense. Michael, advantage your Cowboys.
Man, I can't believe y'all were showing Seahorn interception. I'm gonna have to deal with that junk all day with Marshall around here. Let me tell you something. When it comes to receivers, this is such a close battle because I love both of these guys, man. There's Bryant, Odell Beckham, but I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys. There's Bryant, 6 touchdowns in the last 7 games, coming on strong late, just like the Cowboys need him to. Marshall.
That was home. What? You went Cowboys and see? I'm not going to even analyze that. But I'm going with the leading rusher. This is very easy. You got one team dedicated to running, another team they don't even try to run. So I'm going to Dallas Cowboys. Mooch?
Right, you got it. Thanks. Nice throw. Let's talk about the defense, and I'm going to give the advantage to the Dallas Cowboys. You know, Steve Spagnuolo's defense with the Giants, very expensive and improving. In fact, their 8th ranked scoring defense. But you know what? No JPP, that's really going to hurt them. Rod Marinelli's defense, on the other hand, 5th in scoring defense. In fact, they've held the opponent to 20 points or less in 8 games. You can win a lot of games when your defense is playing like that. So to me, advantage Cowboys, that's the clean sweep. And I'm throwing it over to Rich.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. So if the Cowboys win tonight, they clinch the NFC East. And should the Lions or Seahawks lose Ian Rapoport, that would give the Cowboys a bye week. Should both of those things happen, then the whole shooting match would be clinched for the Cowboys. What would happen then? Let's discuss that, because it sure looks like that's going to happen, if not this week, at some point before the end of the season, that the Cowboys will have, quote-unquote, nothing left to play for. What do they do with their starters?
Well, no doubt, this is going to be a huge topic, Rich, for the Cowboys going forward. And I talked to a team source this week to try to figure out what they will do. This person was very adamant. We will play our guys. Do not expect the Cowboys to do what the Colts did famously a couple years back and sit their guys down for a week or another week if there is nothing to play for. They have too much chemistry going on, too much mojo to try to screw things up and play some other guys now. However, if they get to, say, a second half of a game, they want to take a little pressure off Dak Prescott, Do not assume it is going to be Tony Romo coming in at quarterback. From what I understand, it actually could be Mark Sanchez coming in at quarterback, keeping Romo out of harm's way until they need him.
Well, and let's talk about Sanchez's old team that's across the river.